So my name is Bryan Holt. I'll be your cellist for this project. I'm from Toronto. I grew up in the West End in Etobicoke, and I've been playing the cello for about 17 years. I actually started off on the double bass, but there was an unfortunate accident where I leaned a bass against a wall and it fell, so don't ever do that. And then the next day I got moved to the cello, which seems to have stuck. So just a couple things about the cello. Everyone, well, not everyone, but most people like the sound of the cello because it mostly resembles the human voice. So they've got the range from the low end. You can play high notes just like the violin. Basic sort of sound. So a lot of the cello repertoire, there's a lot of sad music, sort of. There's also a lot of happy stuff. So basically how my instrument works, as you can tell, a lot of the sound is made with my bow, or my right hand. My left hand is kind of just pushing down the notes. But you can also, you don't have to just use the bow, you can also pluck the instrument. So those are the two main sort of right hand techniques you can use. Obviously the cello, just like the violin, plays a lot of scales. And there's a lot of big, we can do a lot of big shifts, you know. Things like that. But then we can also do lots of really cool sounding things, so things like solponticello, so that means playing near the bridge. And various bow strokes, so lots of long bow strokes, but we can also have really short ones, so we can get sounds like that. Another kind of sound is the soltasto sound, so that's kind of the opposite of that, so that's up here. It's very ghostly kind of. You can have tremolo with that, so this is called tremolo. You have a really fast bow stroke. Some other techniques, we have harmonics. So what a harmonic is we don't actually depress the string. There's two types of harmonics. So there's the natural harmonics, where we're just dividing the string. You can have things like that, or you can have cool combinations like that. Get kind of space noises or stuff like that. And then there's also artificial harmonics. So you can actually make a melody out of those, but avoid trying to do huge jumps with those. Some other things. So there's glissandi, as you can kind of see from the big shift. So kind of cool sounds like that. Within that, you can have these things called seagull glisses, which I'm actually not amazing at, but I'll give it a shot. Kind of sounds like a flock of seagulls flying around you. Some other things, you can have various kind of pitch techniques. Obviously, you can have kind of fast pizzes like that. My favorite is the Bartok pizz, which kind of sounds like a shot. So what that means is I just grab the string with two fingers, just let it go. Things like left-hand pizz, which you don't have to use too often. That's basically it. I mean, you can also do little things like tap the body of the instrument. You can scrape the body of the instrument. Maybe don't write too many of those. Kind of the nail on the chalkboard sound. But that's it, I guess. So looking forward to seeing you guys in March.